Yo, what's going on, boy? Your boy, man, Mike here, man. Great freaking game for the Atlanta Falcons, man. Look, I've said it before and I say it again. I told you guys just relax, man. Relax. It's the preseason, all right? The offense is going to get going. The defense is going to get going. Even without Deion Jones, even without the middle linebacker. All right, Duke Riley, the guy that a lot of you guys are saying he needs to be cut. He needs to do this and he needs to do that. Guess what? Duke Riley had a damn good game, okay? I've said this over and over again. Stop panicking, okay, Falcons fans? Stop freaking panicking. I know we won it. I know that we won a Super Bowl. Every time someone has a bad game, we don't have to freak out. We really don't have to freak out. Two things that I want to kind of go over right now. The offense, starting with the quarterback, Matt Ryan. All right, Matt Ryan is going to do what he did. He did exactly that, and he shows us why he won an MVP and why he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league today. No doubt about that. But going to go to the running game. All right, just go straight, directly to Tevin Coleman. All right, this is going to be something. It's going to be interesting to see this guy this year, man. Hey, Devontae Freeman, man. Oh my goodness, those guys are just unfreaking believable. But this goes to show you that, you know, even though the Falcons, they didn't score a lot of points in the first. Well, they didn't score any damn points in the first game. They just weren't trying to really, they weren't really trying to get. Everyone was focusing on trying to score a lot of points. They're just trying to get guys acclimated, trying to get these rookies, because they have a lot of freaking rookies, okay? The Falcons have 32 freaking rookies. 32 rookies. That's number one in the. More about developing a team, trying to find young players that you can keep for the long haul, and guys like, Tevin Coleman, whose contract is coming up. Do you have a running back behind him? Ito Smith. Do you have Ito Smith? A guy that can come in, possibly hold the ball, hold down the number 2 spot behind Tevin Coleman, because we're not going to be able to keep Tevin Coleman as much as I want to, and I hope so. I really hope so. We'll be able to keep Tevin Coleman, but I don't think there's, really don't think that is doable. But Keith, the special teams, it is what it is. But like I said before, man, you're still playing a lot of rookies. All right, even though those rookies, didn't do as well as I thought they would do on special teams. But a lot of these guys are coming from college, and these guys are not, they're not second team. A lot of them are starters, so they're not used to, just playing on special teams at all. So they're learning a new position, and it's going to take time, man. I said this over and over again, even with Duke Riley. Just relax, bro. The guy has talent. Dan Quinn knows what he's doing. Exactly. That's my thing, man. The Chiefs pretty much kept their starters in for the entire half. Second half, it was a completely different game. They dominated. But when you saw the Falcons, their first team, the second team defense in the first half, Atlanta completely dominated the Chiefs. And the Chiefs is a very good team. Make no mistake about it. They're going to have issues with the rookie quarterback, but Andy Reid is a great coach. He's going to get his quarterback ready. I'm not worried about Andy Reid. He's one of the best coaches of all time, especially, developing a young quarterback. Love his arm. Like I said before, I really like Pat Mahomes. I love his arm. He definitely has the talent. But I saw a couple of plays today that saw, that kind of He's going to have to learn, and he can't take hits. He's going to learn that like any mobile quarterback in the NFL, Carson Wentz, that this is a different league. All right, you maybe can run away from guys in college, but in the NFL, that's a lot faster. It's a lot rough. These guys are a lot tougher. So you're going to have to, calm down on the running. Got to be a lot safer. Even a guy like Michael Vick had to learn, when and when not to take hits. I mean, he broke his leg running. This is a different league. So quarterbacks are definitely we're going to learn when and what not to do. And I think Andy Reid is going to get him, he's going to get him ready. I'm not worried about that. But back to the Falcons, man. The offensive line was absolutely dominant. Tevin Coleman was absolutely dominant. Calvin Ridley, my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. I have to say this over and over again, man. This Falcons offense will be scary. You saw Austin Hooper. You saw what Calvin Ridley can do. And Julio Jones didn't play. Okay? Julio Jones did not play. Calvin Ridley, Mohamed Sanu. Devontae Freeman didn't play. But you saw Tevin Coleman, what he could do. So this Falcons offense is ready, bro. It's ready. Absolutely ready. But from, like I said before, man, offensive line, they did great. And I am absolutely loving. This is a key player, two key players on the offense for me that stood out. Number one, I have to say this, and I'm sure you guys are probably saying Calvin Ridley, but no. I'm going to go a different route, man. A different route. Players that we often don't pay enough attention to. But this guy right here could be a steal. Who am I talking about? Brandon Fusco. This guy was, oh my gosh. I just love the way Fusco physical. And when you have a defensive tackle like Aaron Donald, and you have guys like going blank here, but what the guy, the Tampa Bay defensive tackle right now, you have guys like that. That's definitely, these guys are stars, and you have to have a physical presence inside in the middle. And Brandon Fusco, he was pancaking guys left and right, crazy physical. Now this is what, for me, it's already done. He's the starting right guard. Now I like Wes Schweitzer, but he is not as physical as Fusco. Fusco can move around. He's physical, and this is exactly what the Atlanta Falcons need. A physical offensive lineman, along with Ryan Schrader. Ryan Schrader was brilliant in the running game. Ryan Schrader was brilliant pass block. So this Falcons offense, man, I'm definitely encouraged. What I don't like about the defense, there's not much that I didn't like about the defense, except for the second team, third team, fourth team. I mean, the third and fourth teams. These guys are young. These are rookies. Falcons have a ton of rookies. They do not have a lot of. Falcons do not have a lot of. They don't have a lot of. Excuse me, but they do not have a lot of veterans on this team. I think on the defensive side of the ball, I think the guy with the most experience is probably Brooks Reed. Brooks Reed is probably the most. The guy with the most experience on the Falcons defensive side. They have great coaching, Dan Quinn and Marquand Manuel. Man, I have to say, I can't say enough about Marquand Manuel. This guy is becoming one of the best young defensive coaches in the league right now. I love the way he called the defense tonight. He was aggressive. He didn't sit back and just wait for the pass rush. He attacked. In the first half, he attacked. The defense attacked. Okay? The defense attacked. I loved what I saw from Deidre Sinat. I love what I saw from Jack Crawford. These guys absolutely was awesome. Got a lot of pressure. Did well in the run game, run defense. But Keith, oh yes, my gosh, I love what these guys are going. I love the competition between those guys. KZ, okay, he wants to play. He wants to play. Demonte KZ wants to play now, bro. Okay, and I love what Brian Poole did today. Okay, he saw what KZ did. He's like, okay, you want to take my spot? No, not so fast, young buck. All right. Poole played excellent. He was ready to. He was hitting. All right. This guy was awesome tonight. This Falcons defense was awesome tonight. I loved what they did to this Kansas City Chiefs offense. One thing I do not like what I saw all tonight was just the poor tackling. The tackling was absolutely poor. I mean, they could do better. And like I said before, these are still rookies. A lot of these guys are first year. They're rookies, and they're still trying to learn. But, you know, they have to. There's no excuse for missing tackles. I mean, what's his name? Marcellus Branch. He missed a number of tackles. I mean, he was one of the main ones that had a lot of tackles. I think he had defensive night with like 7 tackles or something, somewhere along the lines. But the Falcons defense, for the most part, man, they was flying around. They was quick. They were fast. I love what I saw from Jonathan Celestine, John Cunningham, Deidre Sinat, Demonte Casey, Brian Poole. Even saw a little bit of Ito Smith, even though, try to use him as a punt return. I don't think that's something that they would look at, they would do a lot of in the on special teams. But Ito Smith, I love what I saw from him. I love what I saw from Ito Smith as a runner. Definitely has great hands. He has better hands than I thought he would have. So I was definitely surprised by Ito Smith, his acceleration, his hands. Not on special teams, because special teams, like I said, it's a special breed player, to be able to play on special teams. Guys like Eric Wings, Devin Hester, these guys, Tyreek Hill, these guys are special. Special teams is just, you breed. Those are different types of players. These guys are, a rare breed. So I'm not going to get down on him on the, 2 muff punts. He didn't lose it, but he muffed the punts. Duke Riley, my gosh. I have to say about Duke Riley, man. Duke Riley played much better. I thought the first game, it's all in Duke Riley's head, okay? Duke Riley just thinks too damn much instead of he just play. Just play. He knows what he's doing. And he played great tonight. I thought he did excellent tonight. In the absence of Deion Jones didn't start. So the Falcons wanted to give Duke Riley more time. So he did great. Duke Riley is exactly what I thought he was. And, for one thing, we have to understand, barring any injuries, we won't see a lot of Duke Riley anyway, because this guy is the weak side starter. Duke Riley is the weak side starter, the weak side linebacker starter. And this Falcons defense, you will hardly ever see him playing outside of base formations. For the most part, in the NFL, you spend more time. So it'll be 2 linebackers, and them linebackers will be Deion Jones and Devondre Campbell. So you won't see a lot of Deion Jones. So you won't see a lot of Duke Riley. So as far as, the linebackers are concerned, Duke Riley, I would love for him to mature a lot faster than what he is. I think he played excellent tonight. He showed everyone Eric Saubert, another guy. Oh my gosh, man. They have so many. This Falcons offense, man, it is absolutely incredible to see how many weapons that they have on this team. It is Eric Saubert, another guy. Another tight end, fast. Logan Paulson is not a scrub either. He played well in the first preseason game. You didn't see a lot of him, in this game, but Eric Saubert, Austin Hooper, excellent. They had excellent games. But hey, I would love to see what you guys thought. Who stood out to you? For me, like I said before, the guy that stood out for me was definitely Austin Hooper. I think Austin Hooper is poised to have a huge year because when you look at what defenses have to deal with this Atlanta Falcons team, you have to worry about Calvin Ridley. This is going to be a problem all year long for defenses. This Falcons offense stay healthy, it's going to be a problem with Calvin Ridley in the slot. You really have to take an account that Calvin Ridley can blow the top off any defense at any time for a big game. And you don't want to single coverage Julio. You're not going to single coverage Julio. So it's going to take a safety away. And you're going to have a lot of corners trying to go one-on-one with Mohamed Sanu, one-on-one with Calvin Ridley, and the linebackers. I don't think there's a lot of linebackers that can hold up with, stick with the Austin Hooper. Austin Hooper is a hell of an athlete. He's a hell of an athlete. You saw that tonight. Had a couple of big games. So Austin Hooper, Eric Saubert, man, this Falcons defense, man, this Falcons offense, this is absolutely incredible, man. Just to see what these guys can do. Offensive line. Hooper, exactly. Hooper was nice. Not worried about the Aints. I mean, the Aints are who they are. All right, they the Aints. But it's all about these birds now. You feel me? I love what I saw from the Falcons offense. I love what I saw from Duke Riley. One thing that I say, what makes players good players, it's not everyone, gets it in the first couple of. Not everyone gets it in the first couple of seasons. It takes them sometimes 2-3 years. I mean, look at Drew Brees. I've said this over and over again. Drew Brees took about 4 years before he could, found his niche. Drew Brees is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time right now. It took him a long time. Chris Carter. Chris Carter was a bust. Okay, Chris Carter, the Hall of Fame wide receiver. Another guy. Brett Favre. How long did it take Brett Favre to get it? It took Brett Favre 3-4 years to finally get it. The Falcons had to trade him away for him to get it. So, as far, like I said, man, we're so quick to call someone a bust after, just 1 year. Now, granted that, a lot of players, a lot of teams are definitely, a lot of teams are, at a point where they have to win now. The Falcons aren't one of the team who will want them to win now because we want a Super Bowl. So they're all under a lot of pressure. But for the most part, like I said before, longevity, it takes time for these guys to, it really takes time for these guys to, kind of find their niche and trying to find, how they fit into the scheme of the Falcons. But I love what Duke Riley did. I love how Duke Riley, I saw his tweet earlier today where he's basically saying, pressure bust pipes, he's ready. Y'all doubting him. And that's what he did. Guess what Duke Riley did? He played excellent tonight. Great way to step up. But all you have to do is continue to be consistent, and this Falcons defense is just going to get better. And if Duke Riley continues to make take strides, positive strides, this Falcons defense is going to be a hell of a problem for any offense, for any team. I mean, everybody's so worried about the Eagles. You know, oh, the Eagles have this and the Eagles have that. But this Falcons defense, this Falcons team, they're loaded, bro. Duke Riley was definitely someone that stood out to me. Grayson, I don't think Grayson would probably, I think the quarterback Grayson a lot of time in the following two games. You'll probably see more of, I'm thinking Kurt Benkert. I think you have to see what this guy can do. Tonight didn't really look good. I love the way Matt Schaub looked. Like I said, we always need a player that can step up just in case someone gets injured. Matt Schaub did an excellent job running the first team offense, second team offense. They look much better. Great. Fasade. Olakun. Definitely one of those guys. He's fast. He can bring the boom. The Falcon team is just loaded, man. As far as Poole, man, Poole was acting like, yeah, he really looked like he was, he was like, hell no, Devontae, you're not gonna take my spot. I'm coming to get my spot. I love that competitiveness on this Falcons team. Demonte Kaiser with the pick, he's just improving. And it's one of the reasons why I said before the Falcons shouldn't spend a lot of money on re-signing Rico Allen. Even though he's a key part to this Falcons defense, you shouldn't spend. And they didn't spend a lot of money. I think, I really think that Rico Allen knew that it's as Betty, but this is as best as of a team, a shot he's gonna get to winning the Super Bowl, and he took less money. I can't say that he took less money because I don't really know if anybody would spend a lot of money, $30 million. I mean, I like Rico Allen. He's smart. I love him for his team. He's a leader on and off the field. Now, I love him. But when you have guys like Brian Poole, you have a guy, Brian Poole, who can definitely play safety. He can move in the slot. And then you have Demonte Kaiser, who can do everything. The guy's an animal, a freak of nature. Demonte Kaiser is the real deal, bro. I'd love to see how the Falcons get him inside to play more snaps on this defense. I love to see him. But Rico definitely deserves it. Like I said, he is the best. He's the best. He's the glue to this defense. Okay, I'm just not gonna. Yeah, he's definitely the best. He's the glue to this defense. He gets everyone in the right spot. Rico Allen is a valuable piece to this defense. You can't underestimate a guy like Rico Allen. Just to get everyone, he knows everyone's job. He knows the defense like a coach. And he's definitely a player. You have Brian Poole. I don't know, man. King, I don't know. You can say that Brian Poole is not a safety. I mean, he was hitting like a damn safety tonight. I mean, I don't really care. And especially in this new NFL, your free safety and your safety have to have, cornerback skills, have to have coverage skills. So you can say that he ain't good at safety, but now in this passing league, yeah, I have to say it, man. Poole looked great tonight. Casey looked awesome. Continues to show me what he's capable of. I love what I saw with him tonight. But yes, man, like I said before, KZ is a damn ball hog. Think Oliver, he's a rookie. I mean, I can't. He got beat tonight on a. He missed a jam, got beat for a touchdown. He looked awful on it. Bethel was just garbage. I don't know if he's going to make the team. He may make the team just on special teams ability, but Bethel looked absolutely horrible for the second game in a row. Brian Poole, like I said, Brian Poole is definitely a guy that I keep my eyes on. I love what I saw of DeMonte Casey. If anyone stood out in this preseason, it's Brian Poole, but DeMonte Casey. DeMonte Casey was he's an absolute freak of nature, man. But yeah, yeah, man. Oliver, he's a rookie. You can't. If I can find that play, here's a play with. Yeah, that was an awful play by Ben Kirk. He felt the pressure. Ben Kirk felt the pressure and threw a terrible pass that went for a pick six. So yeah, the second team, these rookies. That's why I say you guys have to wait and see how guys develop, because tonight you saw Matt Schaub step up. He played a whole lot better, and Ben Kirk did not play so well tonight. So again, man, you can't be so, you can't be so impatient, especially when you have, rookies developing players. Ben Kirk looked pretty bad tonight. All right. I still have high. Maybe he continue to get more time. But like I said before, yeah, man, just be patient with these guys. Just be patient with these guys, man. These are rookies. Terrible pass. Terrible pass. And the ref almost got ran over. The ref almost got ran over, man. Good. Like I said, it was a good freaking night, man. I was encouraged by every aspect of the defense. First half, second half. I would like to see the third and fourth string play a lot better than what they played, in the second half of the game. But man, I was encouraged. I don't know about you guys, but I was encouraged by what I saw. Falcons, man, they really look good tonight. But if I had to say one player that needs to improve, I have to say Wes White's on the offensive line. He's just not. I'm just not seeing any progression from him. I mean, he looked clumsy on plays. I think the first cuts are after this game, I believe. The first round cuts, and then the second round cuts come after, the fourth game. If I'm not mistaken, I can probably look that up. But yeah, that's the play where I don't know. Yeah, this is the play where Isaiah Oliver just totally whiffed on a jam, and the receiver just went right past him. Can't have that. Yeah, totally whiffed. Yep. Your long arms just totally whiffed on the play. Can't have that. I mean, that's poor technique. Oliver, you can't do that, bro. Yeah, but Antoine, yeah, man. I thought the first team, they looked dominant, especially against a playoff caliber team. We're ready, man. This Falcon team is going to be amazing, man. There's no doubt about it. Me, I was totally encouraged by what I saw. And let's make no mistake about it. This Kansas City team is a playoff caliber team, even without and Alex Smith. Andy Reid will have Pat Mahomes ready to go. So don't worry about that. Definitely don't worry about that, Kansas City Chiefs fans. I love Saubert. I really love what he can bring. I think in the second year, we'll definitely see what he can bring to the table as far as, blocking and understanding the scheme. I think last year, he was pretty bad as a blocker. Just way too many penalties. He didn't know exactly what he needed to do. Saubert, definitely a guy that has athleticism. He's an athletic freak. Has excellent hands. Another one of those steals. Thomas Dimitroff, we can say, we can talk about how bad he's been in the past, but the guy's finding talent. Falcons scouting department, they're doing a great job finding talent. And here's another play. Oh, man. That was bad. I don't know what the hell the safety was doing right here. I mean, Jesus Christ. This is elementary school. Yeah, he didn't block. He was at Drake. Saubert was mostly a receiver. But yes, this is another play, a terrible play by the safety. I mean, this is elementary school. You can't let the wide receiver get past you as a safety. Just can't let that happen. I don't know what the hell he was looking at. But that was pitiful. That was absolutely pitiful. What the hell? And that arm, like I said, Pat Mahomes is one of those guys that I had being drafted in the second round. That dude twerking. But yeah, Pat Mahomes is one of those guys that I had been drafted in the second round because of his accuracy. But he definitely has the arm strength. I love what I saw him in college. Terrific athlete. And I think, again, like I said, think you said before, and this is something I said, Keith, I think he would be another Donovan McNabb. That's exactly what Andy Reid loves. Quarterbacks that can move in the pocket. So, he's going to be smart. Get this guy ready to play. And the Kansas City Chiefs, they run the ball a lot. They use a lot of screens, and they're going to use Travis Kelce. So he definitely has a lot of weapons around him. So Pat Mahomes doesn't have to, do everything himself. He doesn't have to completely take over the offense until he's ready. Andy Reid is a hell of an athlete. I mean, Andy Reid is a hell of a play caller. And Ortiz, great point. Great point. Ortiz is a incredible athlete. This is a lost art in the NFL today, man. The fullbacks are definitely something that the Falcons have been using the last couple of years, the last 3 years or so. Even with Kyle Shanahan, when you had Kyle Shanahan, when you had Patrick DeMarco, but a fullback, $5 million a year, just not happening. So I don't blame the Falcons for letting him go. But Ricky Ortiz, a guy that I absolutely love. I love what I saw from him. It can definitely he's a pretty damn good athlete. So I'm encouraged by that. But a lot of you guys, like I said before, Pat Mahomes is another guy. Like I said, I really like him. I really, really like him. I thought he had first round potential, but again, his accuracy is something. Didn't play a lot of pro style offense. And that was a negative for going against him. Didn't have a lot of pro style. Pretty much specifically like Alex Smith, a guy that really just played in the shotgun. And, more and more in the NFL now, quarterbacks are playing in the shotgun. So I like him. I really like him. I think Andy Reid, again, not to be continued talking about, the Chiefs, but I really like what I saw, in Pat Mahomes. The guy has a hell of an arm. One thing he does have to forget, he can't forget, is the slide. He can't take hits. I mean, your dad played baseball. I know you know how to slide, bro. You can't take hits. He almost got his ass knocked out by Duke Riley, but Duke Riley kind of led up on him, But it is what it is. But he can't take big hits. I mean, that was a perfect time for him to slide, and he took an unnecessary hit. So quarterbacks cannot do that. And we've seen that with in the league with running quarterbacks. Carson Wentz is another guy that I said before. As long as you have the arm talent and you have a coach like an Andy Reid, Sean Payton, a lot of these Doug Peterson, these guys who are excellent offensive coordinators, you can get these guys ready. Young quarterbacks, you can get these guys ready. So I like what I saw out of Pat Mahomes today. You can tell he's still a rookie, but at the same time, I like his arm strength. I love, he definitely has some things to learn. Some throws that I thought it was questionable. His accuracy is still something that he needs to work on. Hey man, I like Ortiz. I think he's a better athlete than Patrick DeMarco. Way I saw, can't say he's much more physical, but he's had a lot of big blocks. He had a couple of big blocks on the first couple of games. So I like what I saw in Ortiz. Wes looks good, but at the same time, his problem is not Wes Schweitzer. His problem is not run blocking. He has a tendency to get pushed back in pass blocking. That's the issue. And when you have a guy like Brandon Fusco is not going to get pushed back in pass blocking. That's what you want. And as much as I like Wes Schweitzer as an athlete, he's definitely good in the run game. But Brandon Fusco is physical. This is what the Falcons need on the offensive line. Physical. Brandon Fusco was pancaking guys all freaking night, pushing guys on him. Just another one of those signings by the Falcons. Like we said, even last year, who the hell would have thought that freeze. But yes, who would have thought that the Falcons would even find, a guy like Austin Hooper in the draft? Didn't see too much about Austin Hooper. Didn't know too much about Wes Schweitzer. Didn't know too much about Brandon Fusco. These guys he just seems, like I said before, Thomas Dimitroff had a sketchy past, but right now he's doing an excellent job of finding talent. Oh yes, like I said before, Ben Garland. I think he will. I think Ben Garland's. It's kind of interesting. This is hard for me to say with Ben Garland because I really like Ben Garland. I think he and Wes Schweitzer, Ben Garland will most likely be gone because of Wes Schweitzer is a young player, won't cost as much. So Ben Garland may definitely be gone. I definitely like what I saw out of Ben Garland. You guys right about that. But Fusco, man, like I said, man, you guys can say that all you want to. How about Andy Reid? But this guy's an offensive genius. All right, he's a genius. He's going to get his players ready, that quarterback ready. I love what I saw from the Falcons offensive line. I think 77, Gono, he played much better than he played. No guy ain't paying attention to things like this. But the offensive lineman, I thought he played with much more confidence. He was much more physical in the run game. The Falcons were. So these guys, they definitely have the talent. Like I said before, it's going to take time for these guys to just get comfortable with the system, get comfortable with the speed of the game. You got Tyler Sombrello was another guy that played well tonight. The offensive line played great. They did great tonight. Ito looked absolutely electric. I thought Ito Smith looked a couple of holes. I think his vision, he's work on his vision. I think he kind of had tunnel vision sometimes. He missed a couple of blocks that was wide open. Not blocks that were wide open, but holes that were wide open. He kind of had his eye on one thing. But again, like I said before, this is a rookie trying to get acclimated in the system, trying to get acclimated with the speed of the game. But Ito Smith, excellent hands. I love his hands. And I think he has that second gear. I think he has that kind of a, he's a kind of in the middle, small like Devontae, acceleration, tremendous speed. I just love his ability to catch the ball. I think he has excellent hands. So those are one of the things that jumped out for me with Ito Smith. I think he definitely has big play ability. So he's definitely someone to look out for, especially if Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman go down. Miss a lot with Ito Smith. You still have to see what he can do as a pass blocker. But for the most part, man, I think the Falcons are good at running back. Malik Williams is another running back. That guys can play too. So, Ito Smith may not make. Malik Williams may take his spot. The Falcons are deep at running back. Yes, I think he just right now he's filling himself out. He does make unnecessary moves. And yes, I think Ito Smith definitely needs to understand that you have to hit the holes fast. You can't, do a lot of dancing around. Exactly. And this is something, again, with Julio Jones. I don't know if you guys were paying attention on the sideline, but when Calvin Ridley caught I think it was like a crossing route, and he kind of danced around, and Julio didn't waste any time. Julio did not waste any time on jumping on Calvin Ridley. He said, you have to stop dancing. Get that ball and go straight up the field. This is what leadership is about. This is why I love a guy like Julio Jones. The best receiver in the game, and he's teaching. He's teaching a guy. He's willingly teaching a guy like Calvin Ridley. All right? He's on the sideline yelling. Like, bro, you can't do that. No dancing. Go straight up the field. This is excellent. This is what coaches want from their players. This is exactly what they want. So excellent. Julio Jones is he's a good leader. Right, exactly. He's just doing too much dancing. So in this offense, the West Coast offense, you can't do a lot of dancing. Get the ball, go straight up the field. and make a big play. So Julio Jones definitely showed his leadership in there, and why you need a guy, a veteran guy, who is willing to help, the younger players. Julio Jones was excellent tonight with that, even though he didn't play. But that's what I like to see out of my veteran players. Because the Falcons don't have a lot of, veteran players. Julio, Matt Ryan are probably Alex Mack is the most experienced players on the team. So you definitely need a guy like Julio Jones to teach these guys, and mentor these guys. I don't know, man. Everybody keeps saying about Duke Riley. I don't know what you guys saw, but Duke was absolutely on tonight, bro. I don't know what the hell game you was watching, but Duke Riley was absolutely on tonight. He played tremendous. He was great tonight. I thought he did excellent tonight. O'Neal, I thought that was a bogus damn call on Keanu O'Neal. I mean, how the hell are you supposed to hit these players? Seriously, man. How the hell are you going to tackle the... What the hell? What are they trying to do? Seriously, what are they trying to do? You can't hit a damn player anymore. The running back lowered his shoulder, lowered his head. Keanu tackled like he always tackles, and he gets a personal foul. I just don't get it. Hopefully this doesn't continue with the personal foul, because this is absolutely ridiculous. You can't play football. Helmets are going to collide. You can't baby these guys. You can't be afraid to get concussions. It's just the way it is. NFL is going to have to come to the conclusion where they have to put it in everyone's contract to say, you know what? We are not responsible, for your health, to be honest. All right. It might sound cold, but you guys have to sign a waiver that, if something happens under right circumstances, that we're not liable to help you. Because this is football. If some devastating help, something happens to these players, I get it. But at the same time, this is football. Injuries are going to happen. Concussions are going to happen. You can't be playing flag football because a player, like tonight, lowered his head into the running. Things like that happen. You can't stop that. You won't stop it. This is not flag football. It's just going to ruin the game, continue to call crap like this. Yes, I love Wade Ridley. Right, this is the touchdown. I love how Calvin Ridley, like I said, he's I know he's 24 years old. He's an experienced 24-year-old. Look how he just read the defense. You don't see that out of a lot of rookies. You don't see that out of a lot of rookie receivers. But Alabama, Nick Saban, he does a great job of getting these guys ready for the NFL. And Calvin Ridley definitely is. Calvin Ridley is definitely ready. Especially when you have a guy like Julio Jones who's going to teach him. The Falcons have a great receiver on their hands. But man, I just hate the way you're taking away the violent nature of football. All right? Football is a violent sport. It's violent. This is exactly what you signed up for. You know you got a chance to get hurt. You know that coming in. If you don't want to play, freaking play football. Simple as that. I can't say. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't remember Kevin really having a lot of, drop issues with drop passes. But I say so. Whatever it is, I don't remember. I mean, my family. I'm from Georgia, but my mother is from. Her family. My mother's side of the family. They're from Alabama, and they say we have a hell of a player on our hands. This guy. And what I've seen tonight, him sit down in a zone, that's something veteran receivers do. So Calvin really definitely is a guy, man. I'm just so excited, man. I'm just ready for this damn season to begin. I love what I saw from the defense tonight without Deion Jones. Again, here is terrible coach. That was a terrible pass. I don't know what the hell Ben Kurt was doing. But I like what I saw from the Falcons tonight, man. Calvin Ridley. I think Calvin Ridley, Brandon Fusco is a guy that stood out to me. I'll say that over and over again. You cannot underestimate the importance of a offensive lineman. Wes Weiser did not do well. I don't know what the hell. Wes Weiser did not play well last year. But when you got a guy, a veteran lineman like a Brandon Fusco who can come in, be incredibly violent and physical, definitely need that, especially in grinded out games. What I saw from Sanat, Gene Sanat is the real deal, man. I think he's a baby. Like I said, I think he's a more. I can't see him more. I think he plays exactly like. He plays exactly like Grady Jarrett. When I say he's a baby, a young Grady Jarrett, that's exactly what he is. He's quick off the ball. He's physical. He's incredibly strong. I think it's, being 6 feet tall, 315 pounds, somewhere in there. The guy can play. 305, 310, somewhere in that range. But I love what I saw. His quickness, his speed off the ball. He's physical. He stands up. Offensive lineman, offensive guard, the centers. He's extremely physical. I think he played a lot of plays, in the goal line and short yardage. So see what he can give. The Falcons definitely, saw what they can get from him. I love what I saw from Dino Sanat. You're definitely going to need a guy outside of, Terrell McClain, Grady Jarrett. Jack Crawford can come in and a nickel. Even Derek Shelby is a guy that's going to play. He definitely has to stay healthy, but Derek Shelby is a guy that's going to play in rundowns. So I love what I saw from Didi Sanat. I think he's exactly why, he was drafted. And the Falcons passed on, a guy like, what's the guy? I don't know what the guy, but guy from Florida, defensive tackle from Florida, they passed on him to get, to draft a Calvin Ridley. So the Falcons, man, I love what I saw. I love what I saw from the defensive line. The first line, Takk McKinley, he kind of got off to a, he jumped offside trying to get, but this is a good play. Travis Kelce is just one of those. Travis Kelce is a beast, man. Okay, I don't give a damn. This guy's a hell of an athlete. I don't care if you're a corner, safety, linebacker, whatever. Travis Kelce is that guy's a player. Taven Bryan, that's exactly it. Taven Bryan, exactly. Calvin really looked like a superstar. He looked like a superstar. He's definitely going to spend a lot. Calvin really is going to make some big time plays for this Falcon team. He's going to receive a lot of one-on-ones. You're going to see him lined up in the slot. You know, Mohamed Sanu. You may even see him, you know, lined up on the outside. And they have Mohamed Sanu in the slot. And even, you know, have Julio Jones in the slot where you dictate coverages. So this Falcons team, they have so many things they can do with the addition of Calvin Ridley. They can force a defensive coverage. Like if you put Julio Jones in the slot, that forces the corners one-on-one on the outside. And when you have Mohamed Sanu and Calvin Ridley one-on-one, most of the time, Calvin Ridley will definitely get open. So I like what I saw from Calvin Ridley. Showed his explosive in the night. Touchdown. Yeah, I like Oliver, but like I said, man, he got burnt on just poor technique. He's looking to punch a guy, and he just let the guy punch right past him. You can't have that. But it happens. It happens to the best of us. I mean, it happened to it definitely happened to Desmond Trufant last year. I mean, you saw what Robbie Allen did to him. I mean, Robbie Allen almost, you know, he pretty much embarrassed Trufant last year. So it happens to the best corners. They always get burnt. But just, you know, at corner, you know, it's not how you how you get beaten one play, how you come back. You come back, continue to play better, you know. You'll see what he has. We'll see what he has. I don't think Isaiah Oliver was drafted to be a contributor right away because of a guy like, you know, DeMonte Casey and Brian Poole that's in the slot. I think this is pretty much a project player. And Isaiah Oliver, next year they're looking for him to, you know, contribute to the team. But this year, not really, you know, looking for Isaiah Oliver to be a key contributor, you know, in the secondary. This is all about Brian Poole, and this is all about DeMonte Casey this year. They will be the third and fourth. Isaiah Oliver probably will most likely be the fifth cornerback. But I love what I saw from Calvin Ridley. I thought Calvin Ridley definitely, you know, he showed why. I don't know how the hell he get past 15, to be honest. I really don't know how Calvin Ridley got past 15. How the hell we get Calvin Ridley at 26? I'm still floored by that. I have no idea how the hell we got him there. That's crazy. Justin Hardy will most likely, I think Justin Hardy will most likely be the safe bet at this moment, because Marvin Hall, as much as I think, you know, he's improved as a receiver, I still don't trust his hands. Either Smith, you know, he muffed 2 fumbles tonight. You can't have that. So I'm saying that, yeah, Justin Hardy will most likely be the returner. I don't think you have a lot of, you know, big plays as far as a returner, but you have to have a guy that's safe back there. Until a guy proves himself to be a valuable returner, a safe returner, you have to put Justin Hardy back there, and Justin Hardy is safe right now. Yeah, Hardy is a good player. Hardy is a wonderful player, but the thing about Justin Hardy, he just doesn't have a speed. He doesn't have a lot of speed. That's his biggest problem. And, you know, in the league where speed and athletes are just getting, you know, much better. And this is a play right here where Calvin really showcased ability to return. So his Falcons could possibly sit him back as a returner. Oh my God, King! I just know you didn't say Nick Williams. Nick Williams, hell no, hell no. Nick Williams, hell no. I, but yeah, man. Everybody out there that got videos and whatnot, man, just hit me up, man. You know, I'm cool. I'm down. I'm down with anything. Falcon Nation over here, man. But I think, for the most part, man, I was encouraged with everything what I saw tonight with the Atlanta Falcons, man. The defense, first team offense, I thought they was absolutely dominant. They pretty much brought it to the Kansas City Chiefs, man. If you guys were disappointed in the first game, I don't know how the hell you were disappointed in the second game. The first offense, the defense, they totally dominated a good, Kansas City team. This Kansas City team will be in the playoff hunt. There's no doubt about it. These guys stay healthy. You have Justin Houston, excellent pass rusher. You have Justin Houston and Travis Kelce, Kareem Hunt. This guy good offensive team all the way around. Sammy Watkins. These guys can play, man. So this Kansas City Chiefs is no scrub. So Falcons pretty much dominated them tonight in the first half. So like I said before, man, I'm totally encouraged by what I saw by the Falcons tonight. Didn't have a lot of penalties. But these guys played, excellent. They were out physical. They out physical the Kansas City Chiefs, both offensive line and defensive line. And man, like I said before, you guys are worried. A lot of people are worried about, scoring points, but these guys did great tonight. I just dude brought up Nick Williams, man. Oh my God. Everybody said Nick Williams. Man, get the hell out. Nick Williams. I mean, Nick Williams was a pretty damn good player, but man, come on, man. KZ did. Yeah, KZ had it. Yeah, KZ did excellent, man. I'm reading you guys comments, man. Y'all got me laughing, man. But KZ did excellent, man. I think KZ, he's going to contribute to this team. I think you see a lot of him probably in a lot of nickel. I think you'll see a lot of KZ as much as possible. Falcons going to try to use him as much as possible because he's, like I said, he's been playing lights out. He is, if I had to say anybody that stood out in the preseason, I have to say DeMonte Casey. He's been an absolute stud. He's been an absolute star. He showed why the Falcons drafted him. I don't see how. Oh my God, man! I ain't trying to hear that, man. You crazy? This man said Julio, Sanu, and Calvin get hurt, and then bring it back. Calvin, man, you tripping, man? But Poole, he lost a lot of weight to try to gain more speed, but he's just slow. Poole is just slow, and I think that is definitely the way the team is constructed now. I think at some point, KZ will take over that slot position, man. KZ is just a hell of a player. I just love KZ, man. He's a ball hawk. KZ he reminds me of a guy. I know everyone knows this guy. I think he plays where Honey Badger. Tyrann Mathieu. I think he plays in Houston, if I'm not mistaken, but he reminds me of Tyrann Mathieu. That's one of those guys that just he's always making plays. He's always around the ball. You have to have a guy like, DeMonte Casey on your team. And this is what Casey is, man. He's just a ball hawk. He just seems to make plays. And you have to have that guy. And you have to have, a guy like DeMonte Casey and Honey Badger on your team, man. These guys they find the ball. Gotta have it. You gotta have these guys on your team, man. Yeah, that Texan team, I think, fuck their owner, but I think they definitely have a Deshaun Watson. Man, my goodness. I mean, I see Cleveland, they're kicking themselves right now, not drafting that guy number 1 overall, but DeMonte Casey, Honey Badger, man, I think those guys are one and the same. But again, man, we can sit up here. Jacksonville, another thing that I wanted to speak on while I'm here, man. But Jacksonville, you have crazy ass Jalen Ramsey running his damn mouth, saying that Matt Ryan and Ben Roethlisberger, everybody is overrated. When he got that piece of shit quarterback and break borders. I mean, dude, just be quiet. All right, just hush. But when you have Kansas City Chiefs, a Kansas City Chiefs team, a team in Houston Texans, there's no guarantee that you guys are going to be as good as you were last year. All right, there's no guarantee you're going to make it back to the championship, and you're running your mouth, talking all this shit. I mean, come on, bro. Ramsey is a damn good player, but he's a fucking idiot. All right, make no mistake about it. He's a fucking idiot. All right, I'm not going to take away his skills. All right, I'm not going to take away him as a player, but that dude's a fucking idiot. I mean, anytime you say that Matt Ryan wins the MVP, you get him to a Super Bowl. I mean, you diss Eli Manning, you diss Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, just shut the fuck up. Seriously, there's no guarantee that you're going to make it to the playoffs again. We don't know what Jacksonville can do. We don't know if we don't know if this team is legit. We don't know if this team is legit Super Bowl contender. Again, the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got to go through the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got to go through the New England Patriots. The Houston Texans want to have something to say, especially if they continue to keep J.J. Watt healthy. If J.J. Watt healthy, you got Clowney there. Man, there's no guarantee Jacksonville is going to make it back to the AFC Championship. So just hush, man. You're not doing yourself and your team any favors. You're just putting the target on your back. This guy's going to be out to hurt you now. I think everybody wants the Saints to suck. Every Falcons fan in the world wants the Saints to suck. All right. I hope they lose all 16 games. Yeah, KZ definitely fits more so at a. I think DeMonte KZ definitely sits more at a free safety than corner. But in the Falcons defense, they kind of bend, don't break. So, I mean, he fits perfectly in this defense. You don't see a lot of man-to-man. Now they're going a little bit more man-to-man, drafting a guy like Isaiah Oliver, trying to play a little bit more man-to-man. So, you definitely will see more of that. But Casey fits in this defense perfectly. But Casey, even in San Diego State, this guy was a ball hawk then. So he's always been a ball hawk. Casey is a player, period. Dan Quinn just knows how to find ballers. He just knows how to find them. But yes, for the most part, man, tonight, every time I do these damn lives, man, I always go over. I always go over. Saying I'm gonna do about an hour or so and end up doing a lot more. But man, this is what happened when football season is over, man. I just love football season. Nothing like football season. But yeah, man, in ending, what I like most from the Atlanta Falcons, man, tonight, I love the way Duke Riley, played amongst a lot of criticism. People have been calling him to be cut, saying that he sucks, adding him on Twitter. So, I mean, they've been going at Duke Riley. And this guy, he played damn good tonight in the role. And, Dan Quinn, again, man, he challenged him. He said he's going to give him time to show what he can do. And he definitely, and Duke Riley did that. He played excellent tonight. He played damn good tonight. Duke Riley, Brandon Fusco, and oh, absolutely, yeah. This is every game. I'm gonna try to do lives every freaking game. Preseason and during the season, I'm gonna try my best to do a live during every game, after every game. Absolutely. But yes, man, like I said before, I'm encouraged what I saw tonight from the Falcons defense. DeMonte Casey stood out. I think Isaiah Oliver still has some learning to do. You see how he developed more during the season. I don't think he'll receive a lot of playing time. I think he'll receive a lot of playing time next year with a lot of players that are due for contracts. Brian Poole is one of those guys that's due for a contract. Already re-signed Rico Allen, so someone has to go. Offensively, I like what I saw from Calvin Ridley, Eric Saubert, the tight ends, Austin Hooper, Eric Saubert. I thought those guys played excellent tonight. Brandon Fusco, 77. I don't forget his first name, but Gunno, I thought he was definitely a lot more physical this game. But for the most part, man, football is back. Football is back, man. And as far as the Kansas City Chiefs, I think they're going to be a pretty damn good team. I don't know about their defense. Justin Houston really didn't play tonight, so but still, then again, I like Kyle Fuller. He played well tonight. Fuller played well. Defensively, I just don't see. I thought now they did pretty good. A guy that I had, on our radar for the Atlanta Falcons, he played pretty well tonight. Played pretty good. For the most part, man, I love what I saw from the Falcons team, man, and man, you just had to bring. You really gonna bring up Jalen Collins, man? Nah, bro. Collins long gone, man. Let's just forget he ever existed. That one dumb ass dude. All you had to do is stay off the sauce. All right. I appreciate it, man. Everybody, like I said, man, I appreciate everybody, man. Continue to, tell everybody about, the Falcons channel, man. Yeah, Jen Collins was damn sure. I thought he was gonna be something, man. I was pissed off when Jalen Collins was released. Definitely has the talent, but I don't think anyone would give him a shot. Dude can't stay off the drugs, and it's sad for a guy that went to LSU. He obviously had the talent, but damn, messed it up. I think KZ will probably start tonight. The next couple of games, maybe as it get closer to the season. I don't think that any of the starters. That's going to be boring as hell the next couple of games. So don't expect to see any of the starters in this game. You may see Matt Ryan in a quarter in the next game, maybe. That's a huge maybe. But other than that, I don't expect these guys to play any of the next couple of games. I think the Falcons are just trying to get these guys ready for the season, get straight to the Eagles, whoop that ass, and show everybody that, Falcons are coming back and we want that Super Bowl title in our home. Win the Super Bowl in our home. That's what we need. That's what we want. This is what this team is playing for right now. So we can't have a lot of guys hurt, taking stupid chances, playing guys that shouldn't be playing, like Julio and Matt Ryan. Yeah, the Eagles. A lot of people saying they're stacked, and maybe they are stacked. Eagles are stacked, but they have a lot of old guys, man. All right, this guy's not going to stay healthy for a lot. And the more this team gets older, I just don't trust them. I just don't trust the Eagles. I think the NFC, I think the Giants are going to be definitely more I think the Giants, and I may be in the minority here, but I think the Giants are going to be a lot tougher than people expect them to be. One thing that I learned not to do is underestimate Eli Manning. Don't underestimate Eli Manning, man. He just seems to make plays. So don't underestimate Eli Manning, even if he throws, 20 interceptions of the year. Do not underestimate the Eagles. Not the Eagles, but the Giants, especially when you have a young stud running back. Yeah, I don't think, man. I think this team, they have a much better Will Allen offensive lineman. So don't expect the Giants to be, 3-13 again. I think they really have a good team, and the Eagles better watch out. And you can't forget about the Minnesota Vikings. So we can sit up here and say that the Eagles are the team to beat. But this NFC, a lot of teams have a lot of talented guys. So I'm definitely expecting these guys, I don't expect I was thinking about doing subscriber league, football league. I'm definitely thinking about doing that. I have a friend. She has a league now. She would definitely be doing. Yeah, she would definitely be doing a fantasy football show. I probably have a link. I'll probably do a video on that. I'll tell you guys more about that. Well, you can say. But I definitely I just don't believe in the Eagles. I just don't. I just don't. I think they really got lucky that we just did not. Man, Julio would have caught that pass. We're not even thinking about. We're not even talking about the Eagles. It was a horrible pass. Julio slipped, and the ball just went. All right, just a terrible play all the way around. And Julio still almost made the catch, even though he slipped, even though it was a bad call. So they just got lucky, man. They lucky. Seriously, the Eagles just got lucky. That's what our shit. Nah, bro. Hey, man, all I would say about the Giants, and I said it again, that when you underestimate Eli Manning, that's when he seems to step up at the best time. You saw that 2 times. You see what he did to the New England Patriots. Eli just knows how to play. He gets in the playoffs. He gets in the rhythm. Eli just balls. I think the Niners will probably be a good offensive team. I don't know about defense. I don't buy them defensively. Even Kyle Shanahan, he's a damn good offensive coordinator. I just don't know about. I just don't know about them defensively. I just can't buy the 49ers defense. One thing I do know about Kyle Shanahan, man. Yeah, one thing I know about Kyle Shanahan, he's gonna have offense. He's gonna have a pretty good offense, but defense, I can't buy them defensively. The Niners, I just cannot buy their defense. I mean, they got old Richard Sherman. I mean, he pretty much just had two. He had torn Achilles and had surgery on the other Achilles to clean it up a little bit. So no, I just don't buy the 49ers. I just can't do it. Steve Sarkisian played. He called a pretty good game tonight. I thought Steve Sarkisian is not the problem. Those guys need to make plays. It's just simple as that. Offensive coordinators call, but players make the plays. So we can sit up here and say Steve Sarkisian suck all we want to, but if those players make plays, then we're not even talking about the offensive coordinator. Kyle Shanahan is a daddy's boy. Like, common sense ought to tell you in the Super Bowl, all you need to do is just run the ball 3 times with a 8-point lead. But no, you want to throw. So yeah, he may be overrated. He may be an idiot, but I don't know about overrated. He's an idiot, damn sure. But Steve Sarkisian was damn sure good tonight. I thought he called a good game tonight. Got a lot of his key guys, the guys that, offensively, he wouldn't get those guys in rhythm. I thought he did great tonight. But yeah, man, all you guys, if you have a YouTube channel, man, just hit me in the comments, man. I'll check you out. You want to, collaborate or whatever, show me out. You can check me out at, Man Mike Sports on Twitter. Follow me, I'll follow back. Just hit me up, man. Your boy, man, Mike, man. I'm out, man. Peace. Gone.